Hello everyone, my name is Arwin, and today I'm going to be talking about how, as an artist, sometimes the drive to be original and make super unique and innovative art all the time can be detrimental. This is something I've been struggling with, so I'm kind of making this video to myself in a way to remind myself that it's okay to make art that isn't really saying anything and isn't saying anything new or doesn't have like some sort of deep meaning. And maybe this will help someone else who's having that same problem. I'll tell you a bit about what I'm drawing here. Before I get into that, this is fan art of Limited Life SMP, specifically Scott and Martin. I sketched this on paper and then I took a photo of it so I could color it digitally in Krita. The fact that I'm making fan art kind of goes into today's topic. One of the only things that I've been inspired to make recently is art related to my favorite Minecraft YouTube series, and I felt some guilt for that. Like, I feel like I should be spending my time drawing and making my own stories and my own characters and drawing those, because that would be putting something new into the world. But the point I'm trying to get at is that to be a creative person, you just need to create. You don't need to create something that's never been done before. You don't need to be saying something that's never been said before. The stuff you create can be drawings of characters that already exist, crochet stuff from patterns that other people made, stuff that isn't saying anything new but that you like making, and you're still creative because you're creating. Often when I go to draw something, I find myself asking what I'm going to say with that piece. Right now, there's a lot going on in the world that I want to protest. I think a lot of people are being too quiet and not doing anything to make anyone's situation better. I live in the United States, and every day the rights of women, immigrants, queer, and especially trans people and many others are being attacked. We're still in an environmental crisis also, and I want to make art that encourages people to take action against these issues. Because while I do things in my personal life to help, like writing to senators and living low waste, we have more power in numbers. The issue is whenever I start thinking about all the things I could be doing with my art that would make the world better, I put so much pressure on myself and then I don't make anything at all. While it could still be my goal to make change for the better with my art, that's not going to happen if I get so stressed about saying something with every piece of art that I make that I don't make anything at all. So I might as well just make stuff that's fun and that I like to make while I work towards that goal. I do plan on making a video about art activism, and this is still something I care a lot about. Just right now, the pressure I've been putting on myself to be an activist with all of my art is causing me to just not make art. An exercise that I've been doing that helps to take a bit of the pressure off myself and just make something is I draw bad art on purpose. I start by asking myself, what am I afraid will happen if I try to draw? Usually the answer is, I'm afraid of making something pointless and unoriginal. I'm afraid of drawing the same thing I always draw. I'm afraid of making something that just looks pretty and has no substance. And then I just draw exactly what I'm afraid of. I have a notebook with a lot of low-effort drawings of Minecraft YouTubers and bored-looking pretty girls at 3/4 angles, and after I do that, I usually get a bit of motivation to make art that I'll later be proud of. Even if it's not the art that I wish I was making, it's still art that I like and I'm happy I made. I think this exercise could maybe help with other common art fears, like just being afraid of drawing something ugly. Like, if you're afraid you'll draw someone and then you, draw their hand and it's anatomically incorrect and it ruins the drawing, do exactly that. Draw a person and then ruin it with the ugliest, most wrong-looking hand ever. And then you've got it out of your system. The thing you were afraid of happening, it happened, and the world didn't end, and you can move on with your life. I think times of low creative inspiration can be good to just work on skill at drawing, or whatever art you do. Like, if you don't have any ideas for drawings that are interesting or expand on a concept you care about or have any sort of meaning, you can just do studies of references, you can draw from life, you can practice fundamental skills, so while your creative, original idea muscles are resting, you're working on your technical skill muscles, because it doesn't take a lot of, innovative thinking to draw something from reference, trying to make the colors or the form or the lighting or whatever you're working on as close to the reference as possible. It doesn't take a lot of, creative brain power. It's also fine to just draw stuff that's fun to draw when you're not being able to come up with interesting ideas. It's important to make sure that art stays fun for you, no matter what your goals are. So it's fine to take the pressure off of yourself and, like, not try to make super original and innovative art, or even make good art all the time, and just make art that's fun to make. It's easy to get frustrated when you feel like you don't have good ideas for art, and it's easy for art to become not fun if that's happening. So like, think of it as taking care of the part of you that loves art, to just make stuff that you enjoy making. That self-care will still help you in reaching your art goals. Even if your art goals are to like be really technically skilled, you still need to enjoy making art for that to happen. My point with this video is basically, don't put so much pressure on yourself. If you're making art and you're telling yourself you need to have good ideas right now, then you're probably just gonna get stressed and not make anything. But if you make something that isn't necessarily what you wish you were making, but you're still having a good time making, then you won't be as stressed. You'll have stuff you made to show for that time, and you'll probably will start having good ideas soon. If you take one thing away from this, have it be that if you make stuff, no matter how original or unique that stuff is, you are creative. Thank you for watching the video. If you like my art and you think I have good thoughts, then you should subscribe to this YouTube channel. Liking and commenting helps the video reach more people, so do that too. Have a good day. Goodbye.